Howdy neighbors, I'm Danny Fandoms. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all our favorite things from all our favorite fandoms. And today I have for you my collection haul from August. The first three items in this haul come from the Disney Store website. This past August was D23, a convention where they talk about all the things coming to the movies, to the parks, Disney Plus, and so much more throughout the Disney company. And they released some exclusive drops on the Disney Store website, some of which I knew I was going to go after as soon as they dropped. So starting off with the smallest item in this entire haul, it is one of those exclusive drops from D23. It is this figure of a droid named RX-D23, and if you cannot tell, the design is heavily inspired by Sorcerer Mickey with the red on the body and the sorcerer hat. And I do believe they drop a kind of version of this droid every year, but this is my first time getting it. And Sorcerer Mickey is one of my favorite outfits for the Mickey Mouse character. So to have a droid with that inspiration for the design, combining my love of Star Wars with my love of Disney, just so happy to have this one in the collection. The next item I got was this R3X droid, also known as Captain Rex, the original droid and character from the Star Tours ride in the Disney parks. So I have so much nostalgia for this character because he has since been replaced by C-3PO, but it's still one of my favorite rides when I'm able to go to a Disney park. But I just love this figure, especially since he has lights and sounds that make phrases from the ride. Of course, he is now the DJ over at Oga's Cantina in Galaxy's Edge, so it's really cool to have a droid that has so much connection and history with the Disney parks. And the final item from this Disney Store order that went along with the D23 drops is this pit droid from Galaxy's Edge. Of course, first seen in Star Wars The Phantom Menace, and I just love the design of them. They really captured the rust and scratches of a pit droid working out on the different speeders and ships. And he actually opens up and folds back down just like in the movies. I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. So I'm going to try to do this all in one take on screen. So his legs fold out, and then you can set his body upright and put his arms down, and there you go. And again, I just love the design. I think it's a great scale for this droid, and he even comes with a little wrench to work on the different speeders and ships. He has lights and sounds. I'm going to give you all a closer look at that right now, but I'm really happy with the look of this and happy to have it in the collection. The droid is actually very stable standing up, but I will note that you have to lock in its legs at the hips by pushing them in. And it does have some great posability with the arms and the wrench, and it has some sounds that you can activate by pushing the top button on its head. The fifth item in this haul is the Star Wars Black Series Carson Teva helmet from Hasbro to represent a character that I have really enjoyed seeing since he was introduced in the Mandalorian series on Disney Plus. Carson Teva, played by Paul Sung-Young Lee, who is a huge Star Wars fan, so you know he's having fun with the role, and that really comes through when you see him on screen. And here's what it looks like out of the box. I really love these colors, very classic for the New Republic era that we see in these Disney Plus shows. It also has lights and sounds which are pretty much identical to the other X-Wing helmet I have, which is the helmet of Trapper Wolf, played by Dave Filoni. But if you push the button right here on the side, you will hear sounds and phrases from episodes of The Mandalorian that featured Carson Teva. So overall, really love the colors of this helmet, the lights and sounds, and this will definitely not be the last X-Wing helmet in my collection. Next is the Lego section of this haul, which I usually show you in their box since I just got them that month, but I kind of jumped the gun on this one and already built it. And it is just one set this month, which is the Crimson Firehawk from the Star Wars Young Jedi Adventure series on Disney Plus. And I got it mainly for the minifigs. You have Nash, the pilot of this ship. Nice little printing on the jacket, and this is a different hairpiece than I've definitely seen before. We have her droid RJ, which is actually two pieces. One is a printed cylinder piece and then the droid head. Very interesting design there, but still a very cute little droid. And of course, the reason a lot of people are getting this set is for the figure of Nubs, which looks very nice. Love the printing for his Jedi tunic, the gold and brown double colored cape. Very nice figure. So I originally intended just to give the set a try and then maybe disassemble it later, but I ended up really liking the design of the ship itself. I like that it's kind of chunkier. I like this big printed canopy on it. And then it also comes with a simple little build for a speeder bike. And I love speeder bikes, so I'm definitely going to keep this one around. And the third component of this build is a fruit stand. That one I did take apart because it had some nice pieces that I thought I could use for future mocks. But these components I really enjoyed, especially because you can put the speeder bike in the back of the ship just like that. Then there is room for all the minifigs in the cockpit itself. So that convinced me to keep this built, and plus the minifigures will look great in the display case. And the last items in this haul are not one, but two Disney Legacy lightsabers from two iconic Star Wars characters. Let's take a closer look at each one of these. Starting off with the Darth Vader lightsaber. Comes in a box as a full set, just like this. It comes with a belt clip. Here's a closer look at that. You can see the metal clip, as well as the actual clip that goes onto your belt. It comes with a stand as well that you put together, and it looks like this. Got this from another Disney Legacy lightsaber. Very simplistic, pretty nice. It just doesn't fit in the glass case that I have behind me when it's standing up like that, so I use them kind of sparingly. And it also comes with a blade that will be under this piece of foam, but I have taken it out because I'm going to show you what that looks like in the dark in just a minute. Before we get into that, let's take a closer look at the saber itself. Of course, this is from Darth Vader, one of the most iconic characters in Star Wars, one of the most iconic villains in cinematic history, and I just love the design of this saber with the black and the silver. And I also love these extra details like these wires. Just one of my favorites overall with the colors and the design. Now let's take a look at it in the dark. Alright, this is about as dark as I can make this room right now, but let's turn on the saber and check it out. Oh man, that looks so cool. And I love the sound effects. You can hear the smooth swing. Hopefully that's coming through on the camera. And it also has the clash effect. Yeah, this is pretty standard features for the other Disney Legacy lightsabers. So I'm actually very happy with how this looks overall. Oh man, I might have to get a few pictures of this in the dark because I think it looks amazing. And some final notes and thoughts on the Darth Vader Legacy lightsaber from Disney. Here is the D-ring in the back. I want to give you a closer look at that. This is how it attaches onto the belt clip. And other Disney sabers I have use AAA batteries, but this one uses AA, which you can access by unscrewing this bottom piece like so, and taking out the battery pack to change them. And I just really love the overall design, the features, and everything that comes with this saber. So I think it'll make a fine addition to my collection. And the second lightsaber I got was the Yoda Legacy lightsaber. Also comes as a quote-unquote complete set in a box just like this. I will show you the inside. Comes also with that stand I showed you earlier, but it does not come with a belt clip. There's no way to actually clip the lightsaber onto your person, and I think that kind of is in line with what I've seen from Yoda. When he uses his lightsaber, he kind of just tucks it into a pocket into his cloak. Underneath this piece right here, you will find a special blade. This is different than the other blades used by lightsabers in Galaxy's Edge, and I'll show you how it's different in just a moment. And you'll also find a charging cable, because this is one of the few Legacy lightsabers that does not take batteries, but you can actually charge it with a USB-C, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to get it. I think it's a great feature that I hope they incorporate into more sabers. Now let me tell you a little bit more about why this particular lightsaber blade is different than others you might find in Galaxy's Edge. This one you can only get with the Yoda Legacy lightsaber because it is specially made for it. While the other lightsaber blades have a twist and lock mechanism, this one actually slides into the hilt, and then you have to actually screw it in place. You might have heard the little activation sound there, and once you get it in, it's ready to use. Here is what this saber looks like in the dark. I think this one looks fantastic. Also has that smooth swing, has that clashing effect. I'm glad that they could still get those same features in a lightsaber hilt this small. I always love lightsabers with that simple silver and black design. Of course, Yoda is an iconic character in the franchise, one of my favorites, and green is one of, if not my favorite, lightsaber color, and it's just so unique to have a hilt this small. I really love it, and it's going to be another fine addition to my collection. And that is it for today's haul. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm trying to catch up with these, but I hope you stay tuned for the next video because I'm really excited to show you what I got in the next month's haul. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment telling me what was your favorite thing from this haul, or leave me any questions you might have about anything you saw in this video. I would love to answer them. God bless, and I'll catch you next time.